Hello bandits. Courtesy of the folks at Palindrome Interactive and Calypso Media, today I'm taking a look under the cover of darkness at the turn-based vampire strategy Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. This title recently released on PC, PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, meaning that whatever your particular choice of chalice, there's a cup of blood wine here with your name on it. Thanks to the folks at Calypso Media, I've been taking a look through the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch versions. Immortal Realms is set within a tumultuous vampire world spanning 4 unique environments and 12 individual missions. Taking control of 4 high-ranking vampire lords and their various minions, the title provides a story-driven campaign, open-world sandbox and a skirmish mode where you can test your mettle against various AI opponents. Immortal Realms Vampire Wars is rated by PEGI at 16 and above and by the ESRB at a mature 17+. Being a turn-based strategy, it was one which was always going to contain a certain amount of blood, but the vampire-based combat does come with a little more than those set in the real world. Especially on Switch, the visuals aren't too awful from a parent's point of view while playing in-game, and I felt okay playing it in front of the little ones when in world map and battle modes. However, cutscenes do show some content which I wouldn't particularly want the micro bandits to see. It's one which I'm torn on and will sit entirely on the fence, but I would say you may want to err on the side of caution, especially during cutscenes. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals fair. I was really hoping for a little more detail on this one, and some effects could do with a lot more work. It's not awful, and those that have been here for a while will know that visuals rarely make or break a title for me, but I would have liked a little more polish. On Switch, text itself can be hard to read, but on all platforms, the camera range and movement provides a decent view of the grungy battlefields. Audio lacking. Voice acting within the title is actually better than I was expecting, and the sound effects and music are pretty decent. I've marked this down quite a lot due to repetition while controlling troops, which has irked me a little, hearing the same lines repeated often, wearing a little thin. In addition, during some dialogue, while the text remains, audio does seem to cut out halfway through. Narrative good. I've really enjoyed the narrative here, and with the different campaigns and vampire lords, there are some quite nice threads to follow. Again, it's not exactly War and Peace, but it is a strong showing for a turn-based strategy title. Replay good. The varied environments and missions have pulled me back in here, keeping me engaged and playing on. The missions themselves are scattered with various battles and targets, and while I would really have liked to see some good multiplayer, the different game modes provide a nice experience even for a single player. Overall, the Pixel Bandits, I want to suck your blood level for Immortal Realms Vampire Wars is that I found it enjoyable. I can't pretend that the title doesn't have flaws, and they are pretty front and centre. Cut-off dialogue, hard to read text, and a lack of visual detail are the main culprits here, and they do affect the experience. However, even with those considered, I've actually really enjoyed the tactical gameplay with this one. It's been one which has, despite its faults, kept me pulled back in, and genuinely looking forward to working my way through different battles. I can't go so far as to say it's one for everybody, but if you're a strategy fan who can overlook some niggles with visuals and audio, you'll find that under some fairly grubby sheets, you'll get your hands on a decent strategy experience.
And that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to join the conversation over on Facebook and Twitter, and let me know your thoughts on this one as well. As ever, more reviews, streams and absolute nonsense coming your way very soon, so don't wander too far.